Hello, sweet friend. We're going to get into the question today of why did the connection end, both from your person's perspective and from a universe perspective. And then we're going to look at, is it really over? Before each of the readings you'll see in the piles, I do a little check to see if you've chosen the right pile, because sometimes we get a little stuck on which pile to choose, where I describe a little bit about the connection. So let's go look at your piles.
Hello there, sweeties. It is time to choose the pile. So for pile 1, I have a clear quartz crystal. 2, I have tiger's eye. 3, we have an amethyst. And 4, we have the lapis lazuli. Now, if you have trouble choosing a pile, there are 2 recommendations I have for you. You can either just go to Google and put in random number generator, numbers 1 through 4, and it will choose a pile for you. Or you can close your eyes, take in 3 deep breaths, and when you open your eyes, the first pile you go to should be the correct pile for you. If you are a little worried that you don't choose the right pile, guess what? Before each of these pile readings, I do a check to see if the information that I'm giving you then fits your circumstance, just in case you need an extra reassurance that it is indeed your reading. So let's go.
Hey there, pile 1. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what the energy, what this connection is like, so you know if this is the reading for you. If this resonates for you, this is your pile. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can go back and take a look at the other piles. Maybe you were between 2 different ones. You can check out the other ones. So what was the connection? What was the energy? What was the dynamic between my sweet friend and the person that they are wanting to know about? Okay, so first of all, the devil and the tower. Holy shit, pile 1. What was going on with you guys? Okay. And then the 8 of swords. Ooh, wow. Okay, so devil energy, tower energy, 8 of swords energy. This is really, really volatile. This is hard. Okay, so the devil is a toxic pattern. This can be anything from just the dynamic that the two of you shared, where you feel like you're stuck in it. And maybe now that it's like in separation, you feel like I still have that magnetic pull towards this person, but definitely something really, really toxic. This person or you either could have had substance abuse issues, bad habits. There could have been, if it's a love connection, could be cheating, but this is certainly something that draws you in over and over again, and it just feels so destructive, because the tower energy is that like just shatters your ego. It feels like it shatters your soul. It doesn't, but it feels that way, right? Okay, it's just everything blowing up in your face. So I also think that despite the fact that this is a toxic kind of, or really unhealthy, let's just say that, really unhealthy connection, the way that it ended was a, giant explosion. And then the 8 of swords, I think you were always feeling very trapped in this connection, very stuck about what to do. You probably overanalyzed the fuck out of it, just going around and around and feeling like, I have no idea if I'm even getting anywhere. So, woo, that's some heavy energy. So let's go ahead and get into your pile. So you've got the clear quartz crystal. I have got the stack of cards that I split off for you. So let's go ahead and take a look. You guys know I like to shuffle for you. I don't like them to be pre-selected. It feels weird to me. So let's go ahead and look first of all at why this connection ended, why this person ended the connection. Okay, so Knight of Wands. This is a person who is impulsive, okay? This is a person who follows whatever their passion is. They always act on what they are not necessarily feeling, but what their instinct is, okay? So very hot and cold energy with the Knight of Wands, where when they're feeling it, you feel it with them. Like they just can pull you right in. And then when they're not feeling it, they can just drop you like a bad habit. And then we also have the 7 of Cups. Ah, man, this is really, first of all, it does reiterate that energy of the devil card, because substance abuse, drinking, etc., that may definitely be a part of it. If it's not, that's okay. Take what resonates. But the essence of the 7 of Cups is, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So your person is very hot and cold. They always follow their passion, their instinct, and they, which is kind of like they're in their own little world, and when they're in their own little world, you didn't seem to matter that much. And I'm not saying that you don't matter to them. I'm just saying that's the way that they're treating you, or they treated you. So also, you have to understand, at the root of that 7 of Cups is a confusion and not knowing what to choose. And there may have been cheating in this connection if it were a love connection. There may also have been just other people around that you felt like always took priority over you. And then lastly, we have the Sun. The Sun is usually such a happy card. So I'm going to say I do think that you could bring out the best in each other. But I'm also going to say that when it comes to an ending, why something ended, this feels to me like a light bulb came on. Like they went, oh, this is not good. This is not working for me. I am burned out. This is too much. I want to go like do my own thing and have my freedom. That Knight of Wands, that impulsiveness that kicked in. So let's go ahead and take a look now at, on a more universe level, why it ended. Okay, I have the Hierophant. I have the Wheel of Fortune. And I also have the Moon. Wow, you've got 3 major arcana cards. Major arcana cards are big deals. So this is something certainly karmic, fated. The Wheel of Fortune, that's fated so much, okay? So the Hierophant, I think that the commitment that was required, somebody wasn't ready for it. Okay. I think that they also felt in a way that you were more advanced than them. And I don't even think that they were probably aware. I think this is on a subconscious level that spiritually speaking, you're kind of light years ahead of them. And so vibrationally, okay, we have to be on the same frequency for people to be continuously in our life and for that dynamic to work. So if you start vibrating at a higher level and they're still vibrating down here, guess what? You're not gonna be on the same wavelength. Figuratively, literally, whatever. Okay, so commitment issues for sure, and also vibrational patterns. Okay, then the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a fate card. So on a cosmic level, what you're going through right now, this particular ending was meant to happen. It needs to happen for some reason. And I think that we've got the reason coming next, but it had to happen this way, which is hard. But we all know that we grow through hard, right? We don't really grow as much through easy. And then we have the Moon. The Moon is deception energy, but I do think they were not honest with you. But beyond that, on a more grand scale, because that's what we're looking at right now, I think that they were triggering, or you were both. We're going to go with both. You guys were triggering each other's issues. You were pulling that stuff up out of the depths of each other's souls. And that is some hard work, okay? That is some like scary stuff, right? To look at your own issues and like come face to face with your shadow. Ooh, that's super hard. So I think that maybe the universe decided you needed a little break from each other, right? So now we want to take a look at, is this connection truly over? Did it fulfill its purpose? Let's look. Hi, kitty kitty. Meow meow. Okay, so I have the 2 of Pentacles, or 2 of Coins in this deck, the Queen of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Notice you have 2 twos. Okay, 2s are about choices. And because I have 2 twos, it's 2 people's choice. Okay, so first of all, it's going to be up to you and up to them. Both of you have to decide that this connection isn't over. Now, I know you're like, oh, that doesn't even answer my question. Just give me a second. Okay, we're getting there. All right. The Queen of Wands is very confident and pulls people in like a magnet because she has this very powerful energy, right? So I think, first of all, your energy is so strong, it's like a magnet. They're not going to be able to totally stay away from it. And also having the 2 of Coins says to me, it's going to go back and forth. It's going to fluctuate. You're going to see periods of time where they are in your life and they're coming towards you more, and then periods where they're pulling back, which is already what you guys have been doing because we saw that here at the beginning. But then the 2 of Wands, that's like Yes, you do still have a connection in the future, but it's kind of saying what that connection is anyone's game, because it's going to, again, depend on choice. I know that when a lot of readers do tarot readings, they want to give you some big definitive answer. And the point that I think most of you are smart enough to know is that not everything has a definitive answer because of free will. Some things are fated and some things have to do with your free will. So I'm going to be honest with you and tell you when I don't think that it is guaranteed. But I also have the reverse Four of Wands. So this is kind of summarizing it all to me and saying that while I do think very likely they're going to come back around, you're going to experience something with them again, it's not going to be the same. And the reunion is not going to be a full reunion. It's not going to restore what was, because the Four of Wands is a reconciliation, homecoming energy. My kitty is so talkative. So I don't think it's going to be the same, guys. And I think that that's okay, because some things we've just got to release. Again, you're vibrating up here. They're vibrating down here. Until that changes, until they have more awareness, I think you guys are going to continue to be in separation. And that's, again, that's probably for the best. So you can grow. And guess what? If you're scaffolding them the whole time and they are not actually becoming aware, they're not doing the work, that's not helpful to them either. So thank you for watching Pile 1. This is what I get for you. This is my raw, honest truth. I appreciate you watching. Hope you'll hit the subscribe button and I'll see you next. Hey there, Pile 2. Okay, you chose the tiger's eye. And also, like I told you, I am going to do a little energy check so that you can be confident that this is the actual reading for you. If this part doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Maybe you were between this and another pile. Just pop on over to the other one after you watch this part. But if you nailed it, this is going to be your read. So let's please describe the energy between these two people. So I have the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, and then also the reverse 9 of Swords. I actually think this is a mostly pretty happy energy. This is very, very different from my last pile. So the 10 of Cups, I think that this really felt like it was going to be a forever thing. And so you're sitting here going, what is going on? Like, everything was fine. It was perfect. It was happy. We were great. We felt so good in connection with each other, because this is an emotional fulfillment card, right? Okay, and then also the 8 of Pentacles. If the two of you were always like trying to better yourselves around each other, Kitty is very talkative, sorry. She's got things to say too. If you guys were always trying to push each other to be your best selves, you were always working on the relationship, you were working on your dynamic and your communication style, maybe you even actually worked together, but the 8 of Pentacles is like perfecting the process. So you guys were always trying to perfect it, right? And then the reverse 9 of Swords. In this case, I feel like your person and you helped the anxiety levels go down, like you soothed one another. It may have also been some things were avoided, but you know, with that 8 of Pentacles, I don't think they were avoided for long. Like, you guys did come back around and try to work on things. So this was a pretty happy connection, which is, like I said, it's going to make it so much harder when it is like it is now. So let's see why, according to the other person, why this connection is over or in separation, why it's in separation with the universe on that big cosmic level, and then is it really over is the last thing we'll do. So my kitty's gonna talk the whole time, apparently. Hopefully you love animals. Okay, let's go ahead and see why this person and you are not in connection right now, according to them. Okay, 5 of Coins, first of all, abandonment issues, okay? Somebody's abandonment issues are coming out here, and I think something has happened between you guys that made that person feel like you were going to reject them. Maybe that's their own fear. Maybe you weren't doing anything wrong at all, but they still picked up on that. They still got worried because they're, you know, those people are like, gosh, this feels so right, and then they run away from it because this could be it. Reminds me of that Leon Bridges song, Beyond, where he says in the beginning, I'm scared to death that this might be it, that the love is real, that the shoe might fit. That feels like what's going on here. Then I have the 10 of Wands. So you guys probably did have a lot of obstacles to overcome. Despite the happy, despite the working on it together, they felt that this was a burden, this was a weight, this was heavy, this was hard. And so, you know, anything that's worth having is hard, but this scared them. So they're like, okay, what if I am rejected? What if I'm left out in the cold? What if this doesn't work out? What if they don't really feel for me the way that I think they do? You, right? What if you don't feel that way? And then also like, gosh, this is a lot of work. Like, I'm always having to work on this relationship. Is it supposed to be that way? Are we supposed to have this many obstacles? Is it supposed to be hard? Well, yeah, it is. Sometimes it is supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be miserable, but it is work. All relationships are work. The closer you get to someone, the more work you're gonna see. And then also the reverse 6 of coins. Okay, I think that this person felt that they didn't have as much to offer you. And this may be on an actual material level where they just didn't feel like they were at the same financial status or career status in their life, and they couldn't offer you what they feel like you deserve. So there's a power imbalance here. It can also be on an energetic level where they just felt like this was hard. They can't give you everything that you need. You have more control over the relationship, and they're just going, gosh, because this is their perspective. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I think they were just feeling that like fear and that fatigue of what comes with a really powerful connection. So let's look on a universe cosmic level why this connection is in separation. Okay, I have the reverse 9 of coins. So all these coin cards, money type cards are coming out. It just seems like there is something that they were really feeling down on themselves about, and they let that get in their head. But on a universe level, okay, the reverse 9 of coins is about codependency. So I think that the universe is trying to break either you or them or both of codependent patterns. And then the reverse 2 of swords, this is a decision that was made on a universe level. So it depends on your belief structure, but higher self, angels, guides, God, whatever resonates with you, it's fine. I was gonna say it's the same thing. It's not exactly the same thing, but you see what I'm saying. This was kind of a like preordained ending. And then I have the High Priestess. Ooh, okay. So I just feel strongly that this is asking you to trust your own intuition. It's asking you to lean in to what you feel. Do you feel that the purpose has been served between the two of you? Or are you still going, God, but no, it's not done yet. Now there's a difference between being sad about a connection being over and feeling like that connection should not be over yet. So this is a big teaching moment for you to bring awareness to this connection and your intuition to come out really loudly, okay? So now we're gonna look finally at, is it done for good, okay? Is this connection over for good? Okay, so first of all, I have all swords cards, lots of air energy in this part, but I have the reverse 10 of swords. That's forgiveness. So that's a good start. So it's giving you a hint of what needs to happen here. Forgiveness needs to happen. And even if you guys don't have the conversation about forgiveness, on an energetic level, you can do this. You can have a conversation or write it out or do whatever process feels natural to you where you forgive them because you understand that they were reacting out of fear. They were reacting out of their own issues. And it's not a diss to you, okay? And then I have the reverse 3 of swords. That's heartbreak, coming back from heartbreak, healing from heartbreak. So we've got forgiving, healing from heartbreak. And then we also have the Ace of Swords in its upright position, which is a victory. It's a win. It's an epiphany. It's also new beginnings. So do I think this connection is over? Nope, I sure don't. I do not think this connection is over. I think that once you guys have gone through the process of what you are supposed to be learning on that cosmic, energetic, bigger than us level, I do think you guys are going to have another chance, okay? So if you enjoyed this reading, would you please subscribe or leave me a comment or a like, whatever floats your boat. All 3 would be great. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week. Hey there, pile 3. You have chosen the amethyst. And just like I do with all of my pick a pile readings, I do a little energy test to see if this actually describes your situation so that you can feel more confident that this is the reading for you. If it's not, no worries. Maybe you were between this and one other pile. Just go pop over to that other video. If it describes you, here we go. You're good, okay? All right, what is the energy, the dynamic between my person, you, and their person? Okay, 2 of Pentacles, reverse 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles is a very back and forth. That's going, they gave effort sometimes, and sometimes they did not. Sometimes you saw them showing up, you saw them being what you needed, what you wanted, being present, and then other times you felt like, well, okay, who are you now? Like, it's almost like they had you, on a pendulum, back and forth, just dangling there. And then the reverse 7 of Pentacles, something about this situation always felt like you were investing your energy, and you didn't really feel that it was always what you were supposed to do. You didn't really feel like it was necessarily the right way to spend your time. And I think that you didn't necessarily even think it through so much. Like you didn't really spend a lot of time contemplating, is this like okay? is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I think you just kind of went with it, right? Because it was so like back and forth that you're probably like, oh, drip, 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 didn't even have time to sit and think. And then the Page of Cups. So this is a very immature, underdeveloped, still sweet, but underdeveloped kind of communication in love. The pages are messenger cards. So I do feel that you guys had a sweet communication with one another. It was lighthearted, it was flirty, it was like, hey, I really enjoy you, I miss you, but like, did you get down deep? Did you really dig into who you are as people? Were you vulnerable? Did you talk about your deep, worries and fears and, the things that are hard? I don't see it with this one. So if you guys just had a more lighthearted kind of back and forth dynamic, this is the pile for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at why, according to this person, the connection is over. Or at least in separation. And then let's look at it from the perspective of the cosmic, okay? So why that happened on a bigger level, right? Why it needed to happen, maybe is what we should be saying. So first of all, I have the 9 of Cups. This person, they go with what they like, okay? They go with what brings them joy, with what they desire. It's not necessarily flaky, but it is talking about how they want what is in that moment good, happy, easy. They take the easy way, which is why you saw so much vacillation back and forth with their energy level. And then the Fool. So they were ready for a new beginning. They were enticed by probably other things that could bring them whatever emotional fulfillment that they wanted at the time. So, just like this little kitty cat just chasing the butterflies. It's like, okay, well, where? Oh, butterfly over there. Let's go that direction. Oh, now it's over there. So they're all over the place, okay? And then we're going to get one more card. So then I have the 9 of Swords. Here's the only deep thing so far, which I know that might offend some people, but I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to give you the real raw deal here. That's the only deep thing that I've seen in this reading so far, to be quite frank with you. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, and it is when something is stressful. So I think that they did feel that this connection had become stressful. And I get the feeling that it became stressful not because you were doing something that would stress them out, but because they knew that it required, Four of Swords is here, they knew it required more of them. Excuse me. And I don't think they were really prepared emotionally to give you more. Okay, let's look on a universal level why the connection is in separation or possibly over. Okay, I have the Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the reverse Page of Cups. All right, so it's interesting because we just pulled the Page of Cups in its upright position. We pulled the Page of Cups in your energy check. It's coming up here again, but it's in the reverse position right now. So the Knight of Cups on a cosmic scale. I think that the affection, the romance even, that was supposed to be offered was kind of a one-off deal. Like it was something that someone needed in that moment. And I don't think that you have need for it anymore. I think that now the universe is going, you're ready for something bigger. You're ready for something that's more genuine, more authentic. And then the Six of Cups, you guys have a lot of memories and you were supposed to have these shared experiences. You probably did a lot of things that were fun and you just get to hold on to that. You get to treasure that. That can't ever be taken from you, and it will only be tainted if you let it be tainted, because those connections, that fun, that feeling that you had, that lasts. That's real, okay? Your feelings, your experiences, that is your truth. That is real. So I think that the memories that you gained from this connection were a big part of it. I think you needed that. Okay, sometimes the universe just throws just something that's a little, fun once in a while. It lightens it up, it lightens the mood, okay? And then we have the reverse Page of Cups. So deep down, I don't think that the feelings ran as deeply as what maybe you believe or want them to be, or maybe you've accepted it. But the reverse Page of Cups is often where we are not expressing our emotions anymore. And it was kind of immature and underdeveloped to begin with. So I just feel like the universe is pushing you towards something that fits who you are. And this was kind of meant to be a moment that was shared, a relatively short moment. So we're going to look now at, is it truly over? And we have the Four of Cups. We have the Emperor. And I'm going to get one more. Okay, we have the reversed World. So a little bit of a curveball thrown at me here, guys. So this is how you know I don't pre-pull this shit. A lot of these readings that I watch, I'm like, man, they just made all of that line up so neat. But is that what we want? Or do we want do we want to get down to the truth of it? Do we want to get to the bottom of it? That's what we're doing right here. Okay, the Four of Cups. That's telling me that, for a period of time, there's rejection energy. Like both of you are kind of checking out of it, and I don't see anything happening. But then we have the Emperor. The Emperor is establishing boundaries. It is building something. It's building a foundation. And so therefore, we're building something that doesn't feel ending to me. And then just to confirm, Spirit gave me the reverse World. That is a cycle that is continuing. That is something that is not over. It is going to wrap around to repeat. So for whatever reason the second time around will be, we'll find out. Because I honestly, seeing that very light energy, I'm going, maybe not. Maybe this is just, it's a one-off thing. It's supposed to be this way, but clearly not. I think that the universe is going to bring this back around to you, and it's going to go to a deeper level next time. So I really hope that you made it to the end of this reading, because maybe some of you at the beginning were like, I don't like that. It feels like it's not going to go the way I want it to go. But actually, it is going to come back around. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. You know this is some real authentic shit, because even I'm going, oh, okay then, right? If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next week. Hi there, pile 4. It's good to see you. You chose the lapis lazuli. So we're going to go ahead and do your energy check so that you can feel confident that this is the right reading for you, because sometimes we feel like maybe we got it wrong. You know, maybe this wasn't the right reading, especially if we go through it and we go, well, I don't know if that resonates with me or not. This is the part that needs to resonate, okay? This is your way of knowing. And if you didn't get it right the first time, that's okay. You can go pick a different pile. If you did, here we go, okay? So what was it like in this connection? Well, first of all, the 9 of Pentacles. You guys were very independent people, and you didn't have that needy energy of like, oh my gosh, I need you, I want you, you have to be close to me, come closer. Neither one of you did. I think you were both pretty comfortable doing your own thing, and you probably didn't spend a massive amount of time together. Doesn't make the connection any less strong. It just means that you didn't have that like interweaving of your lives. Then we have the reverse Ace of Swords. I feel like there was always something that was a little confusing to you about this. It's like you had a very strong connection, and I'll show you why in a minute, but you couldn't really figure out the purpose of why it was going on. Why is this happening? I don't really understand this other person. It's a fogginess. And then I have the Death card. So the ending here, first of all, the Death card is an ending card. I know a lot of people will argue with me about that, and that's fine. But I see the Death as a hard stop. I see it as an ending. A rebirth comes after that, but the Death card is an ending energy. It will come back though. Like that energy of the Death card does come back around. So I'm not telling you at this point whether or not this is really over. That's at the end of this part of your video. But it does say that in this connection, the ending felt very final. And you may be here because you're going, is it really final? Like, I'm still a little confused, but the ending felt very like, put a stamp on it. It's done, mail it, send it. That's that, right? So if this describes your connection, let's go ahead and look at why your person sees it as being over, or why they feel that the connection is in separation or ended. And we'll look at it from a universal scale. And then we will finally decide, is it actually over? Okay, so your person, Ace of Cups, man, lots of love there, for real. Like, it was a blossoming, new, very like, feeling like this new beginning was, you know, they were falling for you. They really did feel strongly, okay? But the 5 of Cups says that there were other issues going on in their lives that they were still processing. The 5 of Cups feels like a grief, a sadness, a sense of loss. So there's hardship for them, and they may not have been ready to see what you were capable of offering, or maybe they just weren't ready to move into that. Even though it was great, they're just going, gosh, like, I'm not healed yet. And so I don't want to drag this person through a difficult experience because I'm not sure if I'm capable of giving them more, which is exactly what I'm getting here at the end with the King of Wands. Lack of confidence here. I don't think that they were feeling like they were capable of showing up. They weren't capable of giving you that love and attention that they knew you deserved, that I definitely think they felt for you. So I think they let that get in their way. Both of those things got in their way. The grief got in their way, their sadness, the loss, the focus on the negative, and also their level of confidence. On a universe scale, on a bigger why, you know, why did this have to happen scale, okay? We have the 9 of Wands. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. And then, oh, one flipped over for me. Let's see. Okay, and then we have the reverse 10 of Cups. Okay. 9 of Wands, that's a battle-worn, tired is hard. I've come so far kind of energy. So I believe on a universe level, the universe is kind of giving you guys a break, probably particularly your person, because they were just not, they were not in a good place. They just weren't in a good, they're probably still not in a good place, to be honest with you, but they couldn't keep on kind of taking the emotional damage that was coming internally from this. So the universe is, I think, on their side, giving them a break. And then the Eight of Cups, it wasn't serving them for this period of time. That doesn't mean that you weren't giving them all of the love and the attention and the validation that you should have. It just means this wasn't what was meant for them to be. This wasn't the path that they were meant to be on right now. They need to go and do their own thing, probably their own healing, their own processing, but it was just not the time. So they had to walk away from it. And then the reverse 10 of Cups. To me, the reverse 10 of Cups is going, I'm not really happy. I'm not happy in this. And I don't think that this was about the lack of happiness between the two of you. I think that they weren't a happy person. And so they have to get happier. And when I say happy, I don't mean like, let's just be in a good mood. I mean a more optimistic, clear-minded headspace where we can feel that emotional fulfillment. You can give love to somebody all day, but if they're not in the headspace to receive it, it doesn't go as far as it should, okay? So universally, I think it's just, quite frankly, they weren't ready. And then let's go ahead and look at, is it really over? Okay, I have the Four of Coins. So I see both of you holding on to this. I see the Queen of Swords, and then I see the reverse Page of Wands. You know, the last reading that I did surprised me. Pile 3, the ending surprised me. This ending surprises me too. And that's how you know that I don't pre-select these. I just let the messages come through as they're meant to be, because that is how tarot is supposed to be done. These like curated messages that people do kill me. So this is raw. I really felt, looking at all of that information and the connection that you guys shared, I just was like, man, this is not, how can this be over? Like, this has got to come back around. The Four of Coins is, yeah, you guys are both holding on to it. I think that energetically you still have a tie, but the Four of Coins is also protecting yourself. And so I think at this point, or the future, now into the future, the two of you are going to be more guarded than you were before, because now you've been through this thing. And then I have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she cuts shit off. She's like, nope, this logically is a big nope. This doesn't make sense to me. Traditionally, the Queen of Swords is the widow of the tarot. So now in modern tarot, it can be a widow. It can also just be a divorced or single person. And I'm seeing that again as going, you know, we're cutting something off. We're not in connection here. And then to seal it, you know, the reverse Page of Wands. That's an unwillingness to explore it. That's not seeing the new beginning. So I hate that, but it is what it is, guys. I mean, I'm just the channel. I'm just the messenger. So I hope that you can receive that with some grace, but I do see that it is, for what it's worth, it is over, which is really hard. And I think when I see readings like this, I get kind of sad. So I'm going to say this to you, just to give you some food for thought. I have seen these readings come out where they tell you that it's over. It is over. Universe is not lying to you. It's not bullshitting you. It's over for a long period of time. And when I say long, I mean, I'm talking years. But that does not necessarily mean forever, because none of us know forever. We all have free will, and the universe is full of surprises. So while it is sad to me that it is over for this period of time and for the foreseeable future, I wouldn't take that as saying forever and ever, but I would take it as saying, yes, you need to release this. You do not need to wait for this person. You need to just breathe it out and be grateful for the experiences and wish them the best. And if it's meant to come back to you, it absolutely will. So Thank you for watching. I appreciate you receiving your messages with grace. If you enjoyed this video, I would be so honored by you subscribing, liking the video, commenting, some kind of interaction so that I know that you were here and you had fun or you at least gained something from it. And I'll see you again next week.